Hey, brewery or small business owner. At the Beer Accountant, they understand the unique financial challenges of the craft brewing industry. Are you tired of navigating complex brewery accounting and taxes on your own? Staying up late working on financials and getting your finances in order after a whole workday? They're a CPA dedicated to helping breweries like yours thrive, with services ranging from qualified bookkeeping, business tax prep, to strategic financial planning. Stop wasting time on spreadsheets and focus on what you do best, making great beer and running a small business. The Beer Accountant is led by Patrick McDonald, a CPA for 14 years. They are also the official CPA of the Brewers of PA, servicing over 50 breweries in 4 states. If you own a brewery or small business, stop overpaying from reactive support and start being proactive with the Beer Accountant. Don't brew that IPA without this CPA. Visit BrewedAt.com to learn how their specialized expertise can help your brewery grow, profit, and succeed. That's Beer Accountant at BrewedAt.com.
Are you a brewer looking to open, grow, or plan your next move? I'm Ted Zeller, liquor law attorney at Norris McLaughlin. I've spent my career working with breweries, helping them navigate the regulations that come with this industry at the municipal, county, state, and federal levels. From first permits to expansion into new markets, my team serves as legal counsel on licensing, compliance, and distribution. If you're ready to plan your next move or need legal guidance, I am here to help. Feel free to call me at 484-765-2220 or email me at tzeller@norris-law.com.
Right now, I feel like the worldwide spotlight is on the city, right?
Yeah.
We've got the quincentennial.
Yeah.
We've got FIFA coming, which is awesome. We've got the World Cup here. And there's so much like opportunity in this city, and I'm just glad like right now, like the timing is perfect.
Excitement in the city.
Oh, this is
the whole
insane.
city is crazy right now.
so cool.
People are drinking like crazy. It's
Which wait, cheers to people drinking like crazy because
bringing it back. Welcome back to BrewedAt Podcast. I'm your host Richie Tevlin, joined as always by Evan Blum.
Hello, what's up?
Yeah.
So today we have on friend of the podcast. This is only our second repeat episode and our first official repeat.
Yeah, really.
Because last time we had Breeze and Ken on, and then now this is your first time having a singular guest back on.
singular guess. So take it.
Mr. Josh Eats Philly. So before we get started, we have a couple of things to get through. I was talking to Cole about this. Josh Eats Philly. If your name was Josh Eats Philly, what would be your first name? What would be the middle name, last name? Is it all?
No, like that's
Prince
it.
is
It's
all
like
one
it's
word.
Josh Eats is my middle name.
Eats is your middle name.
Philly is my last name. So if you wanted to just make it shorter, it's Josh Philly.
Or Mr. Philly.
Mr. Philly, there we go, right? One of my friends jokes, it's like, oh my God, you're like the mayor of the influencer community. And like, I wouldn't go that far. But Mr. Philly kind of does work.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah. But as you guys know, I brought beer with me because I know that's part of the whole thing. I brought some beer from Human Robot. Putting this right in the camera. And they right now have a Japanese style rice lager. It might only be for this week or this weekend. I'm not sure how long this goes. I bought it because I'm obsessed with the can. It's got a samurai on it.
Amazing.
Right. It's so cool. And I think it's also cool they have a rice lager. So, time-wise, we're right outside of like the Philly Beer Conference, and you guys were super involved.
Yeah.
I think it was awesome. And I feel like every brewery in the city has brought their A game, right?
It was
there's so
many
right?
releases all at once. It was very cool. We were at Willow Farms today for like a brewing event, like a collaboration day, and everybody brought their beers that they were
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like with this one, again, the can itself is so iconic already.
Yeah.
So when I saw this at Human Robot, I'm like, I have to buy this, and I have to bring this to the podcast.
Yeah, this was sick.
And I did not try it earlier. So when I was at the brewery, they're like, oh, do you want to try it? I'm like, no. I'm going to try it on the podcast. We're all going to try it together. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Because I'm curious to hear all of your opinions as well.
It's good. It's light. It doesn't have
It's
a
really
ABV on here, so I have no idea how we're going to get. But I guess that's part of the game, right?
That's part of the game, exactly. And that's why, we bring beers to the podcast.
Yeah.
But,
Rice beers are having a moment right now too in the space, which is really cool. I like to think a lot of it could be like gluten-free movement
I could
to a
see that.
degree, but
Dude, I think also
lighter
anything
ABV.
Japanese right now is so hot.
True.
So I think Japanese is so hot right now.
People, because it's
Yeah.
so cheap to visit now. Everyone's going on vacation there. People are doing like a lot of breweries are going over there and doing collaborations and stuff. And also,
Yeah.
they just have like such a cool culture. It's so unique, and it's like a clean. This like clean aesthetic. Everything is clean aesthetic
Right.
there. So it's like
Yeah, and I feel like
very
Japanese
cool.
people love to drink and they love beer, you know?
Yes.
So it's like we're tapping a market that already loves beer.
Yes.
And one thing I actually love too with like that aspect is around the corner from like where we're recording, you have like Yanaga Kappo Izakaya, amazing restaurant. And one thing I love that he does is he has so many like Japanese whiskeys and Japanese products there at the restaurant. So it's cool. Like even someone that lives in Philly, you can get that like Japanese experience or a taste of Japan right here
Yeah.
in the city, which is awesome.
I got a question for you. I saw you went to some giant tuna event.
I did do that.
Well, that was crazy.
So
That was
wild.
insane.
And like the gentleman that owns Yanaga Kappo Izakaya, which is around the corner from here, he texted me saying, "Hey, like we're about to get a tuna in from Japan. Do you want to go?" And I'm like, heck yeah, I want to go to that. So I go to this event. He's hosting the event along with a few other omakase chefs in the city. So if you guys know about Agawa, which is an old city, the gentleman that is the chef there was also at this event. And then I'm at this event. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. You see a tuna, and I believe the tuna, like, don't quote me, I think it was like 200 pounds or 250. I mean, the tuna weighed more than all of us, right? Like, I think all of us are less than that. And like this fish was so big, and they're like, "Do you want to like handle the knife for a second?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I handle the knife. I'm like, "Okay, this knife is like as tall as I
Wasn't it
am."
like a katana sword?
It was. I felt like I was part of like a Japanese anime for a second, which was kind of cool. You know, because I grew up watching like Dragon Ball Z and all that. I'm like, oh my god, like this knife in front of me,
Dangerous.
this dangerous knife, and I'm like, are you guys sure you trust me with this? And they're like, yeah, I told it. But like they sliced the fish fresh in front of us. They had it just shipped in like that day. It was the freshest sushi you could imagine. And as we're at this event, they're slicing the fish up. They're putting it on top of like sushi rice and all of that. And like we're having like this fresh, like either sushi or nigiri and all of that. And they have these ham rolls there as well. It was a really cool event. And it's funny because there are events like this in New York City where you have to pay like so much money to go to these events. They did the same type of thing in Philly, and the ticket price was half the price you've experienced in New York.
How much
So
was it?
It was $95 a person.
That's
way
less
just
than
nothing.
$1,000
That's
a year.
crazy.
And like it ended up being all you can eat sushi because like the amount of people that attended the event, it was maybe 100 people, and there's so much fish to go around because again this big boy was like 200 pounds.
Also, and it's not even about the
We're
food, it's
eating
about
like
the
2 pounds of
experience.
fish each, right? And the experience, right?
Yeah.
And you know, some of us did not eat our weight worth, myself included, because I'm like, I taste, I'm like, oh, this is so good. But there was also other food there, so I'm hoping that they do more events like this because in New York they have these events. It's like $500 a person, and it only goes for an hour. There's 500 people invited. You get like 1 ounce of fish each. Here it was like literally an all-you-can-eat situation. Man, I met so many cool people at this event as well. Like people that had been waiting for this event to happen in Philly, people that wanted to go to the event in New York, but it always sold out too soon, and just other fans of food. At this
I
event.
also saw them like pouring sake down everyone's throat.
That happened. I skipped the sake situation. I probably should have gotten into it, but it was like Japanese sake, Japanese whiskey, and there was Japanese beer as well.
You know Keilani?
Of course I know.
I saw a
Keilani,
video
yeah.
of her like with the giant bottle. She was like, ah.
She was like, no, I remember when they were like, okay, we're about to do like a sake taste, and Keilani was lined up. I'm like, okay, girl, get into it. And she got it. And I love Keilani. It's so funny. I saw her this past weekend, and we were at this wine tasting in Fishtown, which was so fun. And it was like, they call it the first urban wine tour in Philly, where you go from like an urban winery like Mural City in Fishtown, and we went to Praytel Winery.
Okay.
And like all these wineries that are like literally in the city, that are literally distilling wine right here within.
City wineries are very cool right now.
They're so cool, right?
Yeah.
And like honestly, some of the best wine I feel like in the state of Pennsylvania is coming from wineries within the city of Philadelphia.
Definitely.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which I know is like off topic because we're a beer podcast, but
Yeah, we're
the
out-
wine scene in Philly too is just
Yeah.
like insane right now.
It's cool. We just had it was
Nick
Mural
from
City.
Mural City was just
Yeah.
on. Yeah, we're having a decent amount of just local craft beverage. Like,
Yeah.
that's what
it's all about.
It's also the way the alcohol industry is going. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's kind of getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
As far as brewing, distilling, wineries. So it just makes sense.
The Philly's becoming a hub. So I was talking to another friend about that. Like, let's talk about like Stateside, Surfside, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like an urban distillery that distills vodka is now like a household name across the country because of Surfside. And like to the point where they have now like the whole Stateside live situation by the stadiums, which is insane. But like 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, like they had their little distillery, but it was almost like a hole in the wall, like an if you know situation. And now they're one of the biggest distilleries that's doing canned cocktails in the country.
Have you had one in the Super Light yet?
Absolutely. No, Super Light's insane. And I was joking with a friend. There was this meme on Instagram where it's like, you know, when you're trying to like mix Gatorade with vodka so that you don't get as drunk. And then like they do it for you, you know,
Yeah.
like they're literally doing the meme. So like you can have this like electrolyte beverage that has the vodka in it where, you know, you kind of feel better about it because it has electrolytes in it and it tastes really good when it's like, it's still vodka at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not feel. I drank from Saturday. I did not feel good Sunday, but
As happens. I mean, I feel like this past Saturday we all kind of drank a lot. Like, obviously, the magic of editing.
time wise, it's May 4th right now.
Exactly. I'm like, the magic
Sure.
of editing. Like, I know this won't get posted on
Yeah.
May 4th. I'm wearing a Star Wars T-shirt because May the 4th be with you. For the nerds that are out there, I wanted to call out to them. A call out, right? But this past weekend we had the Derby. We had the Sixers, we had the Flyers, and we had the Phillies all playing on Saturday. So it's like if you're even just a casual drinker among sports, you probably
time
were
of the year.
blacked out by like 8 o'clock,
This-
myself included. You know?
This time, and when the baseball playoffs are happening, when it's still football season, the two best times of the year. I mean, tonight we have again the Flyers, the Phillies, and the Sixers all again tonight.
And of course, cheers to that, right? Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's fantastic.
And it's also awesome for our city because, like, the Flyers, you know, we are in the playoffs. Like, fingers crossed, knock on wood, we make it to the Cup, right? Which would be awesome. The Sixers are doing well, you know, which is good, you know, knock on wood. The Phils, knock on wood, you know, hopefully the season, you know, progresses well. The Phils are the Phils. We'll call it that. But it's so good to see multiple Philly sports teams doing well right now.
Yeah.
The excitement with Philly sports is nice.
Yes.
It's very nice. And something too, like every time like Philly's sports are playing well, all the bars and restaurants are doing really well.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
Also,
It is so good, yeah.
the Flyers victory song with Olivia Dean. I am obsessed with that song. I've been listening for the last like 5
Which
months.
does not surprise me.
nonstop. It's
I
so
mean,
catchy. It's so catchy.
I feel like you're also the type of guy that would listen to like a Taylor Swift song if it was trendy at the
Yes,
moment. So I'm like,
100%.
yeah, but I mean, I think the song is great. I think it's great. It connects the city. It reminds me of a few years ago when what was the
Dance
artist's
Around.
name?
Yeah. Callum Scott?
The Callum Scott song is what I was thinking about with the Phillies, where it's like I'm in the corner watching her kiss her. Where it's like it had nothing to do with Philly sports, but it just became the national anthem of the city for that moment.
Yeah.
And just hearing that song over and over and over, but in a way, it's almost PTSD because we did lose that year. You know, where it's like that song was like a moment, but.
But the time before that Philadelphia had the song, it was Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah.
And they won. So
But there's also Meek Mill though, so I'm gonna get a Philly guy with a Philly
Yeah,
song. So
yeah.
maybe that's where the magic happens, you know.
But I guess we'll see. I mean, it's not over yet.
Yeah, again, I'm like knocking on the wood, and I don't know if this table's actually made of real wood, so this might be bad luck. We'll
It
see.
is.
it
It's
is.
very heavy.
It's heavy wood, so here we go.
Yeah,
knock
so-
on wood.
We
Fingers crossed.
We bought this table. I think it was here when you were here last
was,
time.
yeah.
So we had to set this studio up every single time. And Cole and Evan decided to buy the world's heaviest table that we had to break down, set up every single time.
It was some guy's dining room table that we found. He was leaving his apartment. We found on Facebook Marketplace, and I think we got it for like $100 or something.
It's giving like Macy's or Raymore and Flanagan or something fancy, you know.
we're
It's definitely not IKEA. I can tell that. Like for the viewers, this thing is thick.
We're destroying it so much by like breaking it down and everything. It's like slowly
Yeah.
starting to turn into like a pub table.
It's all of the cans of
yeah.
beer that are hitting the table.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like killing the table, right?
Exactly. So this year, 250th anniversary.
Huge year for Philly.
Semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial, big word. You got it right the first time. Congrats to that.
Thank you.
Also a big year for you. You're married now. So
Yes.
like when I was on the podcast prior, you were dating, which was
I think I just met Monica.
you just met her. The moment I met Monica, I was like obsessed. I'm like, no, she's the one. Like, of course. And now I'm like seeing you with the wedding ring, which looks amazing. Congrats
Thank
to you.
you.
But yeah, I mean, life happens. It's been 2 years since I've been on the podcast, right?
Yeah. You were, I don't even know. It
was
might not
early.
even been in the, before we hit 10, possibly. You might have been like,
So I'm trying to get this out
Very
moving
early.
right now. Mm-hmm. After my launch party, we came to your Halloween party,
Yeah, you did.
and I met Becca Foxman, who connected me to the person who's now going to be, I'm not ready to announce it yet, but connected me to the person who I'm trying to open up this tap room with.
Like I want.
So if you had not invited me to that, I would not have had that opportunity.
And the thing is, like, so I have a Halloween party at my house. It's very exclusive, super exclusive. Hence why Richie was invited, of course. And you were invited too, but you couldn't come. I'm like, I sent you a text. I'm like, wait a minute, just so everyone knows, you're also invited. You didn't come, whatever. But I was like, just so you know, like, I have a lot of friends that are powerful in different places, whatever it may be, or have connections, whatever it may be. So I was like, I'm happy you were able to come because I'm like, I feel like you're going to meet people that might connect you with the thing that might be the next thing for you.
It was
right?
funny at your party, like, you go to a party normally, you're like, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
But this party was like, I mean, I know you don't have to introduce me. Like, I'm Richie, but like, I already know who you are. Like,
Yeah. Well, the thing too is like everyone in the party was like a mover and shaker in one industry or another. So
Yeah.
you introduce yourself and it's like, oh, by the way, I own this business or I own that business or I'm on this board or I'm on that board. Like it was
Yeah.
just this crazy ass party. And it's just funny because like these are like my closest friends, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to bring you into the fold because I'm like, I don't know what this could bring, but it might bring something good. Hence why
It did.
Boom,
So
here we
thank
go. I love that though. And it's like there's so much opportunity in Philly as well, where it's like right now I feel like the worldwide spotlight is on the city, right?
Yeah.
We've got the quincentennial.
Yeah.
We've got FIFA coming, which is awesome. We've got the World Cup here. And there's so much like opportunity in this city. And I'm just glad like right now, like the timing is perfect with Space Cadet, like kind of launching off at this
100%.
point.
My sales are going up, and it feels good. And also just not about Space Cadet. The whole, like we were saying, the excitement in the city.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is
The whole
insane.
city is
Yeah,
crazy
it's
right
so
now.
cool.
People are drinking like crazy. It's
Which, wait, cheers to people drinking like crazy because
bringing it back.
I will say, so on our first podcast, which was 2 years ago, God, we were talking about what do we do with the trend of people aren't drinking and this and that, and people are sober, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I think so much of that was COVID specific, right? Mm-hmm. And now, like, we are very much post-COVID, and people are back out in these streets, which we love to see. And you go to any bar, to your point, Richie, where it's like you see every bar is full. Like, you go to a brewery, like, if you go to, like, Urban Village right now, or even Yards right now, like, there are people everywhere. You go
Yeah.
to just like a cantina right now, like there are people getting margaritas like crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago, it was like a completely different story. And I think we were all just like, oh shit, what's the future
yeah.
Yeah.
of the industry?
Yeah,
100%.
people are getting excited again to go back out. It's like has this energy again, and nobody can say the number is. It's we're living in it,
Yeah.
Philly. So like we're seeing it. The numbers have not come out yet. That saying alcohol has bounced back, but everyone is having the same conversation. Like it feels different,
Yeah.
looks different.
Yeah. And Philly's a unique city. So I was talking to a friend that is from New York City. He's like, oh my God, I moved to Philly and I feel like people in Philly drink way more than people in New York. I'm like, yes, we do. And we're so proud of it. So I think some of it is just like a localized regional thing where maybe the rest of the country hasn't come back. Who knows? But people in Philly are out. We are out. We are drinking. We are in the streets, whether it is a craft beer, a human robot or Space Cadet.
Yeah.
Or it's like a margarita or a tequila. Like people are out drinking and people are out having a good time in Philly,
Nice.
which I love to see.
Yeah. So what are you doing for because you are
I'm out here, man.
the city ambassador? Like what's the
I'm a fan-bassador.
Fan-bassador.
I think is the word that we use for it.
Yeah.
PHAN ambassador. But I'm doing a lot. So even outside of the fan ambassador program, which is a great program,
Yeah.
if you're local to Philly, join the program. It's great. We hype the city up to tourists that are coming. I'm also working with the airport right now. It's one of my biggest things that I'm doing, and I'm so excited for it. So PHL Airport, I have a contract with them where I'm doing videos where I'm introducing people that are coming into the airport from all over the country, saying, hey, here we are in Philly, and here's what's good in Philly.
Well, like through customs, or like, are you going to be?
No, I'm on the big screen. Have you
did
traveled
see that.
recently?
I have, but
Yeah, so you'll
Going
see
to
my
Florida
face
next week.
Oh, so you might see my face. So a lot of people have like text me photos like, "Oh my god, I see your face on the screen." So I have this partnership with the airport, which is great, and I'm just showing people what's good in Philly. And it was a very fun partnership because, I went through the airport. I talked about different places that are inside the airport that also have locations outside.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite places I haven't posted about yet, but we went to the Middle Child. That's at the airport. And myself, I'm a huge fan of Middle Child. Like Middle Child Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Middle Child in Center City. One of the best sandwich shops in the city by far. They have a location in the airport. And I'm telling tourists who are coming into the city, like, this sandwich shop right here, you guys have to go there.
Yeah.
And for me, like, the breakfast sandwich at Middle Shop, one of the best in the city, like, by far.
Doesn't the Philly airport, they do mostly local restaurants and stuff, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The Philly airport restaurant selection is supposed to be better
Yeah.
than most other places.
I agree with that 100%. Like, it's like, I know a lot of people, there's the meme of like, let me go to the airport and get, drunk at the airport Chili's. But here in Philly, we're getting drunk at the Chickies and Pete's.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different conversation here,
I just had this conversation with, I'm in the Chickies and Pete's in Philly besides the airport. And
Congrats to you. on
I've been
that.
talking to people
Yeah.
like, who do I talk to? Like
To get into the airport.
Am I gonna have to buy a flight ticket to go pitch to them?
Maybe I could do the pitch for you. I have connections in high places.
Yeah.
But it
It
is funny.
But it's like, it is funny. Like, I was thinking, like, how do I even get beer now? Like, I can't, like, go in there.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's a good story because like so many people that are coming into Philly from outside, they want what's local to
100%.
Philly.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to have like a Guinness or a Bud Light or whatever. They want what's good in Philly,
Yeah, definitely.
which is why Yards is doing so well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And brands like that.
Cool. So what else do you have going on right now? Are you doing any
Yeah.
other partnership stuff for this
Yes.
year?
For this year, for sure. So the airport is the big one.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that. Like the videos I've done with the airport have been so good. I'm like kind of being like a guide to people coming into the city, right?
Yeah.
I'm working with a few like local hotels as well because like they're already having an increase of bookings. So
Yeah.
now the conversation is, okay, we have these people coming into the city. What are they booking? Exactly. What are they going to do? So it's like, how do we position like what's happening in the city to be appealing to visitors and also something that's unique? And we also want people from Philly to be engaged in what's going on. Like we don't want people to be like, oh my God, like, there's so many people coming from outside of Philly into the city. I don't want to go out. Like, no, we want everyone to go out and like, and to enjoy what's going on. So
I'm sorry. to cut
No,
you
go
off.
for it, man.
We have all these conversations with these like brewery owners and all the successful big ones. Mm-hmm. They're talking about like they're marketing at like hotels and airports and like these bigger things. And then we have these like marketing agencies on, and they're talking about like airports and stuff. Then we have like small startup people, and it's like they're talking about kind of smaller things, and it's like there's this much larger world out there than like just our small craft beer world, and you're kind of getting involved in all that.
I feel like it's
On
the
the
glue
entire
that brings it
Philly.
all together, right?
Yeah.
And like we're already looking at the statistics. We're expecting like hundreds of thousands of more people coming into the city this summer than would typically come into the city during the summer, right? It's like if you think about like summer 2025. Everyone goes down the shore. Like if you're from Philly, you're down the shore. Like no one, it's a ghost town in the summer.
Yeah.
So like with FIFA being here, we have not just people that live here, but 100,000 plus more people coming into the city that would have never been here before from all over the country.
On vacations, they go out
Yeah.
not just on Friday and Saturday. They go out all week.
Like they're going to be here for probably the whole month. So it's like some people are going to book hotels for 39 days for the entirety of FIFA.
It's crazy. Could you imagine
right?
the Super Bowl is 1 month long?
Right. So we have like over a month, people are going to be here. And one thing too, like imagine you're like, okay, I'm here from like Latin America or from Europe coming to Philadelphia for FIFA. You have the option to like say in Philadelphia, Boston, or New York. So many people are going to be like, you know what? The price of a hotel at the Four Seasons in Philly is cheaper than the price of a hotel at a Hilton in New York.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just stay at the Four Seasons in Philly?
Yeah.
So people are going to make Philly their home base, and they're going to just take the
Travel
train
out.
Exactly, take the train up to Boston, take the train to New York as games progress, right? So there's people that are going to be here for the first time, have never been here, but all of those people want the authentic Philly experience. So
Yeah.
the good thing for our city is things that are like local, like craft breweries, things like in Reading Terminal Market, the cheesesteak shops are going to do so well. Like,
I didn't think about cheesesteaks
Yeah.
across this summer.
like cheesesteak shops are going to be crazy across the city because everyone's like, I'm in Philly, I need a cheesesteak.
And
So like
that's-
Angelo's will probably be impossible to get into over the summer.
Have you had the new Pat's cheesesteak with the sesame roll?
Oh my gosh, I need to get into it. So it's so funny. And I'm glad we transitioned to talking about cheesesteaks. I got to talk about cheesesteaks for an hour. Every single cheesesteak shop now has a sesame roll. Can we talk about it? So I know both of you guys are from Philly and from the Philly area, right? When we were all growing up, it was that soft hoagie roll was like the roll you had a cheesesteak on, right? Angelo's flips the script, has the seeded roll, right? The seeded roll for everything. And now every cheesesteak shop is transitioning to a seeded roll. And it's so funny because whenever I post anything cheesesteak related, I have like kind of two camps of people. Like the people that want the new style, new age cheesesteak, the seeded roll, the crusty roll, the home baked roll. And I have like the OGs that are like, you know what? Why is every cheesesteak on a seeded roll now? I want my like soft, squishy hoagie roll. Like whatever happened to that?
This is the Instagram and Facebook crowd.
Yeah.
It's the Instagram and the Facebook
We've
crowd.
had this craft brewer on from, or this marketing beer guy on from England, and he was talking about like the cask versus keg thing. It was just like
Exactly. And I feel with
whatever-
cheesesteaks, there's this
whatever age of
defined
you know?
line in the sand. So
Yeah.
people our age, I would say millennials and younger, if you're like under the age of 35, we'll
Yeah.
just throw a number out there. You want that crusty seeded roll,
Yeah.
fresh baked, with the meat, with the Cooper Sharp, all of that. If you're older than 35, that's kind of a transition where you're like, whatever happened to the squishy roll and the Cooper and the cheese whiz?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I'm like, I remember growing up with the squishy roll and the cheese whiz. It was great, whatever. You went to Pat's and Gina's, you got your thing. And now, like, people that are our age are too good for that. I get it, whatever. And it's like, you want your crusty roll, you want your Cooper Sharp. And if it is a cheese whiz, it's got to be house made. It's got to be, like, very authentic and all these things. And it's just such a funny thing when it comes to the Philly
doesn't
cheesesteak.
there's some spot, I don't know if it's Wine Dive or one of these other places where they do like the fancy old school. It's like a fancy version of the old school.
There's a few spots that do it. One spot that I love that does like a fancy old school cheesesteak is Woodrow Sandwich Shop.
Okay.
They do like a truffle cheese whiz.
Where is that?
That is on South Street, almost like 4th and South, give or
Okay.
take. One thing that's cool with Woodrow Sandwich Shop is they have a soft roll, not seeded. So all my followers are like, where the F do I get a roll that's not seeded? Woodrow's. And it's a truffle cheesesteak with a truffle cheese whiz, but it is a whiz and it is on a soft roll that is not seeded. I feel like so many sandwich shops now, the seeded roll is king now, And it's like, I went to Chubby's Steaks in Manayunk. You saw my post, right?
Yeah, because
Which is funny.
No, it was really funny because I commented on my personal Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Chubby's over D'Alessandro's.
All day.
And
I will die on that hill. Chubby's over D'Alessandro's all day.
I've been saying that for
Yeah.
years.
You said it before. It's cool. Because now it's cool to say that, but.
Chubby's also sells Space Cadet.
Oh, really?
Sanders doesn't.
Okay, so wait. To everyone watching, Chubby's over D'Alessandro's. That's the hot take.
But yeah, like I sent that, I literally just posted that,
Yeah.
and I got like 200 likes. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Like, I didn't even look
Yeah.
at it, and people are trying to start fighting with me, and then you're like,
As they should, but.
Yeah.
So it's funny. So I actually went to Chubby's recently, like within the last couple of months. And Chubby's, if you go there today, they have Cooper Sharp cheese now, which they never had Cooper Sharp cheese before. I'm like, wow. And they have a seeded roll option. So like, you can go to Chubby's today, seeded roll, Cooper Sharp cheese, and onions with good steak. And D'Alessandro's is still living in the past with a soggy roll, American cheese with no flavor. And when you get a D'Alessandro's cheesesteak, especially right now, that thing is so soggy, it may as well just melt into your hands. It's awful. But Chubby's is doing it right,
Michelin star, right?
which is a whole nother conversation. I'm So surprised. So like when it comes to like the whole Michelin conversation in Philly, so I was at the Michelin event. It was great. It was awesome. It was last November.
Yeah.
Great invitation. And as they're like reading off all the places getting Michelin guide or recommendation or Big Gourmand or whatever, I would say the two biggest surprises was Del Sandra's. How? Right?
Yeah.
And I almost feel like I don't want to say anything negative about the team that tasted the steaks, like whatever. But Del Sandra's, I feel like, is one of those institutions where people have talked about for decades. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's my favorite cheesesteak.
Yeah.
But Del Sandra's is so different now than it was in 2019. 100%, right? So I had been to Del Sandra's for many years. So 2017, 2018, 2019, where people would be like, swear by it. Oh my God, best cheesesteak in the city. Stood by it. You know, I'm like, I support your decision, whatever people want to say.
Because it was always the third option to Pat's and Geno's. It was Pat's, Geno's, and if you were insider, Del Sandra's.
Del Sandra's. It's like, it's the if you know, or if you're local, you go all the way out to Manning for Del Sandra's or Roxborough, whatever. I went to Del Sandra's 3 times post-pandemic. So in 2020, in 2021, in 2022. And every time I went post-pandemic was completely different than my experience 2017, 2018, 2019. So it might be a personal thing, whatever. Wouldn't say a word about it. But then you'd start seeing other people's Google reviews saying, oh my God, this is not the same cheesesteak I had 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one that has this opinion. Weird. I went to Chubby's recently. I'm like, oh my God, this Chubby's cheesesteak was so much better than the most recent cheesesteak I had from Del Sandra's. So, as you guys know, because I commented about, I did these like little brackets for March Madness. They
crushed a lot of buzz.
They were so viral. What's funny, so we were just talking, today's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars. May 3rd, yesterday, I was at an event that was like a Cinco de Mayo event, but it was over the weekend, as happens. And so I overheard someone say this. They didn't say it to my face, like, oh my God, is that Josh? Like, Josh, he's Philly. They didn't say it to my face. I'm like, oh, I didn't say it. And I overheard them say, oh my God, I love the brackets. So this is just out in the wild. People are talking about these brackets. And I've walked around the streets of Rittenhouse, wherever it may be. People have come up to me like, I want to talk about the brackets. Let's talk about these brackets. So what's funny to me now, 2 months later, that was probably the most successful piece of content I've ever put out recently anyway.
It starts a conversation.
It started a conversation, right? Yeah. Like me doing my little food review of like, oh, I just went to XYZ place on the corner, eating XYZ item. No one cares. It is what it is, right? Me putting out, oh, these are the best and worst places. Oh, all of a sudden, everyone has an opinion about it, right?
Yeah.
And the cheesesteak one was great because, having the conversation of, okay, Del Sandra's over Chubby's or Chubby's over Del Sandra's, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Pat's over Geno's, let's talk about it. Angelo's over Del Rossi's, let's talk about it. So you're having these like really hard conversations about places that in a way are very similar, right? Like Del Sandra's and Chubby's, they're literally neighbors to each other, Pat's and Geno's, we already know the feud that goes on forever.
Did you purposely put those guys like next to each other?
Because why not?
Of course. Yeah,
let's talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And I will say for me, on the record, if I had to choose between Pat's and Geno's, and I know the owners of both, I think the owner of Geno's is a amazing person, great person, whatever it may be. I would eat a Pat's cheesesteak over Geno's all day. I'm sorry. It's on the record. And then I made my hot take with Del Sandra's over Chubby's. My most recent experiences, multiple experiences at Chubby's, have been better than all of my most recent experiences at Del Sandra's. Room for improvement, we'll call it. It is what it is. And I feel like those were the hot takes that everyone talks about. They're like, I can't believe he said Chubby's over Del Sandra's. I'm like, have you had Del Sandra's recently?
100%.
Like, let's talk about it.
Yeah. We, do you know De Jour, Philly?
Of course, yeah.
So he does a lot of stuff where he has like multiple.
He does the thing where it's like, it's the axis.
Yeah.
The axis, right? Where it's like this, that, whatever it may be. And I feel like the axis is a very interesting conversation as well. And it's not saying anything's bad.
Yeah.
It's just saying, okay, maybe this is lower in the axis, but maybe you're craving this type of food, right?
Yeah, but so we had a conversation before you came on about like, different food influencers, what content they're making. And we talked about you and him basically making content that it wasn't just like, come here, this is the best.
Yeah.
Come here, this is the best.
Ah.
It's the same thing every single time. This is it's creating a conversation. It's like more of like an engaging thing.
Yeah,
And like Jacob eats Philly, Jacob does Philly.
Jacob does feel.
But I do love Jacob. But what's funny is, so he moved here from New York City, from Long Island, and I met his girlfriend. He is such a authentic person. He's such a fun person. And I know we talked about this on my first episode, so we can talk about it again.
Go back and watch it if you're curious.
Don't go back and watch it. It was awful, literally. But one thing I love with Instagram, there's this new feature. If you click on someone's account, you can see when they open their account, right? And I have to keep myself honest because I'm like, oh shit, when did I actually open this account? And if you click on it, it says September 2011, which is insane. And I'm like, how old am I now? Because I'm like, that's 15 years ago, which is awful to say. I'm a veteran, I guess, which I hate to say. Am I getting like lifetime achievement awards now? Like, I just like to say I was a child when I opened the account, just to like kind of keep it like whatever. But I'm like, damn, 15 years ago is a long time.
New Belgium, Stone, Sierra Nevada. What do they all stand on? Cascade Floors. Family owned and laying down brewery floors since 1971, Cascade builds urethane epoxy and polyester systems engineered for exactly what a brewhouse throws at them. Thermal shock, caustic washdowns, forklifts, and constant abrasion. Cascade floors and walls stay sanitary, slip resistant, and standing for years. With a Philadelphia-based rep and breweries served across 25 states, Firestone Walker, Ballast Point, Russian River, Cascade is the crew that the best in the industry already trust. For floors that work as hard as you do, call Cascade Floors at 503-769-6823 or visit cascadefloors.com.
Yeah, like the game has changed.
The game has changed
so much,
and I'm somehow still relevant after 15 years.
You guys keep evolving. You're doing new stuff.
I'm trying to.
A lot of people have one angle, and then they just hammer that angle till it's dead.
And what's crazy too, and I was talking about this like on a different podcast, is like the crew that I started with is completely different from the crew I'm running with now, right?
Yeah.
So the people that I had like started this whole thing out with, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, a lot of them are not in the game anymore, right? And I've, like, to your point, Richie, like, changed what I do, progress, like, moving even just from photo to video, which sounds like, a no-brainer. I did that, right?
Yeah.
Some people didn't even make that transition. And now, like, the people I'm quote-unquote running with now are completely different, And it's, like, just having the longevity in the game, always changing, like, my style and changing what I do so I can stay relevant for new generations, And it's interesting because, like, some of my followers are, like, boomers and Gen X that, like, followed me early. Some are millennials like us where I'm like, oh, they're, like, my age. And then I also have followers that are, like, Gen Alpha and Gen Z. And I'm able to appeal to all of those different demographics, which has been good.
So... when are you getting on TV? I feel like
I'm on TV. Yo, let's talk about it. So, my own TV show.
Your own TV show, yes.
I signed an NDA, so I shouldn't talk about this, but I'll say this really. Well, shit, I have an NDA. I will be on a national network soon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
As your own show or like a guest spot?
Guest spot on the national network. I can't say what the network is because I signed an NDA. It happens, whatever.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Dude, I've been telling you, and I know I'm not the only one, but I've been telling you since I met you, like, you need your own TV show. So this is very exciting.
So this is the, we'll call it the stepping stone. So I'll be on the national network soon. You'll see me on cable. I can't say what network, can't say what it is, but it's happening. And that's been one of the things that's progressed. And the airport contract as well. It's like me hosting a show, introducing people to things that are happening in Philly. And it's something I'm so excited about. It's a transition for my personal brand from, just putting out, to your point, even Richie, of like, this is what's good, like whatever it may be. It's like, no, like now I'm hosting different things going on.
You have to get like, what are SAG-AFTRA cards?
God. Or like, what is it called? Like IGN. IBADM, like so you see my face on there.
Yeah.
It was so wild. I was talking to a friend earlier today and I just searched my name just on Google and like Google AI was like Josh Moore from Josh Eats Philly. Like Google AI has my whole tea out there. Like, and I remember when I had started this podcast, like if you had searched me before, 2 years ago, nothing came up.
Yeah.
We had talked about that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Now it's like the AIs know who I am. I'm like, this is so weird. Like the transition's been crazy.
What was the TV show that you were just on? It was
Yes. I was on Fox 29.
Yes.
I was with Mike Jerrick, which was great. Like, honestly, he does this like late night TV show where he's interviewing different like
that dude's crazy.
movers and shakers. Facts. He interviews different movers and shakers. So I'm on this TV show. He's asking super hard questions. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta be ready for this. But it was so fun. And it's like exercising a different muscle. Cause like when you're doing content and you're like, reading from a script, if it's like a voiceover, if you're even just like, in a car, it's like, okay, you kind of know what you're going to say versus when you're like on live TV or whatever, it's exercising a completely different muscle. Mm-hmm. So I'm engaging in it. I'm like, kind of loving that experience because
was there
feels like you're learning again.
it sets me apart as well. Oh, for sure. I'm always so nervous. I'm like, I was nervous before coming on this podcast again. I'm like, yeah, I've done the podcast before, but I don't know what I'm doing. And then TV is the same type of thing. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say.
With my hands.
What do I do with my hands? And then with live TV, I'm like, am I going to look like an idiot? Who knows?
Yeah. I've been on live TV
a few times. I know
few
for
times.
Space Cadet.
Yeah, for Space Cadet and then for Victory. And then I've done a radio show twice now. And the radio show is just this, but it's live.
Yeah.
We don't really have to edit anything out that I'm saying, but it's still like when I was doing it, I was just like white knuckling, like, this is so much more intense than like recorded episode.
It's funny because when we were at the event today, I was talking. Do you know Stones? Nick. So Nick from Stones, he was one of the first guests. I love Nick, and he was like, "Dude, when I went on the podcast, I blacked out."
No,
Like, I don't remember what I said. I don't remember.
No,
anything.
blacking out's the best way to go. And then it's so funny. So I did these videos for the airport, and my cousin was like, "Did you watch it?" I'm like, "No, I am not going to rewatch myself talking to a camera. That's awful. Gosh, no." And she's like, "You should watch them." I'm like, "I am not going to do that. No." And I put it out there because I'm like, well, it happened. I can't hide it. It's already out in the ether. Yeah. I'm just not going to watch it myself. You know what I mean?
You have to promote it, but like you're not.
Yeah, I'm like, well, it's already out there. And it's like, to your point with promotion, sure, I have to promote it, but it's also like, because it's already out there, I can't take it back.
Yeah,
like it's already out in the ether. So if people see it, they see it. But do I want to see it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's very self-conscious. And I feel like that's just a normal human reaction.
Well, you are good on camera.
so.
There's a lot of people that...
Which people say that. I'm like, am I though? I'm like, I'm just very awkward. So I'm like, if it translates well to camera, sure, but...
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying you are average and everyone else is bad, but I think it is so hard to be good on camera.
It's so hard.
Have a stage presence and not fumble over your words. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a skill.
I feel like I'm fumbling over my words right now sometimes.
But not at all. And it's,
but no.
It's definitely muscle, I think, too.
Yeah, and
you like get better at it.
And it's something I try to exercise because I think, one thing we could talk about is like the future of social media, right? Where it's like, where do we think all of this is going to go 5 years from now, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like for myself, I want to work the muscle of, being on television or being in like a format like this, like a podcast or whatever it may be, because it's so different from the format of just, posting content. Because, when we're posting content, you're in your safe space. Yeah. Like, what does it look like to get outside of my comfort zone and then see what that looks like?
When you're not in charge of it. Once you get into these larger things, you then just become like, a piece of their...
a piece of their content.
Yeah, right? Instead of just you being like, controlling everything about what you're putting out.
Exactly. And I think that's like the huge thing. And then being comfortable in that place too, because it is so hard to like relinquish control, one, right?
Yeah.
But then secondly, like make sure that, okay, I'm putting this out there. Hopefully I sounded coherent. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe I sound like an idiot the whole time and that's going to get posted and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll lose like thousands of followers after that.
But you already are famous. Like everyone recognizes you when you go out. But when you go on TV, that's when I don't know if it's the transition to like then it's like a traditional media outlet.
Yeah.
Where then people just consider you like, oh no, you're a famous person now, as opposed
allegedly
to just an influencer. Even though more people know you now than some people on TV.
Yeah. That is a very interesting topic because like I feel like when I go on TV.
Yeah.
Even if because it's the hard thing. Like, even when we talk about follower count, right?
Yeah.
If I have more followers than the person that's interviewing me, I still see myself as like inferior to that person, because I'm like, yo, you know what you're doing. You're on TV every single day. Like, you are able to host the show, or you're able to do these interviews. You're able to do, like, I feel like what I do is important. I'm not going to say it's not, but it's so different from what they're doing. So, like, I'll get interviewed on different networks, and, you know, maybe the person has less followers, but I'm just like, oh my God, like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I feel like
you're
a fish out of water.
You're
like,
in their environment. You know?
I'm in their environment, right?
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Richie, where it's like, oh, you got followers, so, like, you know, people are already going to trust you. And I'm like, I get that. But, like, being outside of that environment where I'm like, oh my God, I am on television. Like, what? When I did the recording for the other TV show that I cannot mention because of paperwork, I was so nervous the whole time. And, you know, it was one of those things where it shouldn't have been a big deal. I'm like, I am just doing what I always do, like, whatever. But, like, this is such a big deal. And, like, I don't know how me, myself, little kid that, you know, grew up in the area, that started my account 15 years ago, happenstance, right?
How did this get?
How did this get to this?
Because what social media
It's-
was back then, is not
Right.
what it is now.
So,
How do
yeah.
you like?
Right. And
You
it's
posted your Dunkin' Donuts pictures.
my Dunkin' Donuts pictures, which I always talk about that. I always talked about that in this podcast, but I always talk about it. But it's literal imposter syndrome, right?
Yeah.
And I love the Dunkin' Donuts story. I know I've shared it on the podcast before. I've shared it on many podcasts, but it's still so funny to me because it was my first, like, quote unquote paid partnership. And that's when I was like, oh shit, this is big time, where it's like, okay, you know, Dunkin' Donuts just DM me. And the funny thing with that first partnership was, like, what I was paid was $50 of Dunkin' Donuts gift cards of credit. You know, they're like, hey, can you do an entire post for us, Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
We are going to pay you a $50 gift card. How does that sound? And at that point in time, I'm like, man, that is the best thing I've ever heard. Like, Dunkin' Donuts credits, it's like cash. Like, I drink there all the time, right? And again, this was like, you know, 10, 15 years ago, but it is so funny to, like, look back on that now, where I'm like, I'm thinking I'm a hot shot because I'm getting a DM from Dunkin' Donuts. They weren't paying me crap, as we know. But I was like, man, this is, like, big stuff happening.
Or you hear, like, a lot of entrepreneurs, like, the first time, like, they know someone's going to get paid, or the first time, like, something happens, like, streamers, the first time, like, people are streaming video games, and, like, even if somebody just tips you, like, $2, it's like, whoa.
You actually care about what I do? That's weird, right? And it's like, I know you guys even mentioned it. So, like, if people even recognize me on the streets, which happens, right? Like, before coming to this event, I was at a restaurant here in Philly. It was great. It was an awesome restaurant, whatever. Someone came up to me saying, hey, I followed you on Instagram. I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you follow me? Like, I'm not putting out anything that interesting, but allegedly it is. And, like, hearing people say that is still just a shock to me, right?
Yeah.
And I know some of it's imposter syndrome, but it's still so shocking that, like, you care enough about what I have to say and what I'm doing. Like, what?
We still feel that, and I think we talk about this sort of frequently. It's a weird relationship in the sense of you just see numbers a lot of times.
It's a one
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
You see the algorithm.
Yep.
And then you see when the algorithm likes one of the posts you put out and when the algorithm hates one of the posts you put out. And I feel like I'm fighting so much against an algorithm that I don't even think about the consumers of the content being out there. And it's crazy. And I probably shouldn't say this so loudly because I know my phone's listening. Let's be real. I want to, Instagram, you're amazing. We love you. But no, seriously, like, when you're thinking about what you do, you see it so much in the context of numbers. You're not thinking about the people that are actually enjoying the things that you do. Mm-hmm. And the restaurants too, and the breweries, right? So it's like, sometimes I do think about, okay,
nice things.
Right. So it's like, oh, like, this post got, let's say, like 5,000 views. Like, 5,000 random people saw this. Cool. But then the impact you're having on the breweries for you guys that you're working with, or the restaurants I'm working with, where it's like, oh no, that's like 5,000 new consumers that may actually go to the brewery or go to the restaurant. Like, that's such a big thing. And it's something I don't think about enough, you know?
Yeah, every once in a while, it hits you in the face when somebody comes up to you and is like, hey, I saw you. You're like, what?
You saw me where?
Yeah, really.
Like, where'd you see me? It's like, oh shit, I guess I'm out here online, like, whatever. And when people say that, I'm like, I guess I have like a little Instagram or whatever. But, like, I was at Flavors of the A, which is the festival that happens in East Passyunk Avenue, which is awesome. It's a great festival. Just walking down the street, doing my thing, whatever. Someone approaches me saying, "Oh my God, I follow you on Instagram." She was there with a friend. This friend did not have like Instagram, social media, whatever it be. So she's like, "Oh my God, this guy's a big deal." And the friend's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I said, I agree with the friend. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about either." Like, I'm just some kid. I guess she follows me, like whatever. And she's like, no, you're like a big deal. Like, I actually get recommendations from you on where to go. And the friend's like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." And it's just sometimes so hard for me to see that, right? To like connect with that. Oh God, I guess that is so cool. And also like, I guess this is actually benefiting places, because if like this woman on the street that just randomly comes up to me saying, no, she actually goes to the places I'm recommending, I'm like, oh, that's real impact that gets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real marketing.
Yeah, real marketing, right. And I've even gotten DMs from places like, "Oh, we spent XYZ amount of money on like Meta ads or Facebook ads, but it didn't do anything." And I'm like, oh, that's weird, because I'm like, with Meta especially, and also like we love Meta because I miss listening to this.
Mark
Zuckerberg, yeah. Yeah. But no, it's crazy. Like restaurants will spend money or places will spend money on Meta ads, right? And it allegedly gets to, we'll call it 5,000 people, and they see zero results from it. Meta or like the restaurant, whatever, works with an influencer, 5,000 views, maybe. And it actually hits real people. Like it's a complete difference of like spending money on marketing through Meta or working with someone that has a
you're like the auto algorithm. Like the algorithm's like, we'll find people that are interested in, but like, yeah, but everyone that follows you is just interested in.
Yeah. And then for me, especially, like some of my followers are in Philly or from Philly, right? Just because I've been doing it like in the city for so long, where it's like you're getting that targeted marketing without spending hundreds, $200, $300, $500 on Meta ads, where allegedly it gets to people in Philly, but is it really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you were just on Delicious City.
Yes, let's talk about my girl Marissa. I'm gonna say this really quick. I'm gonna let you finish it. She absolutely loves you guys. I wanted to say that first. Just clip it on the podcast.
We need it. We need to get it on the
she
podcast.
loves you guys. She was actually telling me today. I was talking to her that she loves Space Cadet beer. Like,
clip it again.
I know, it's like that. I need one of the hats. I would wear that all over Philly. Like, I don't, as I'm out in these streets,
I'll bring you one to you.
I will wear the Space Cadet hat in the streets. Honestly, I would wear an entire costume in the streets. Why not?
You can join them.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay. I mean, as long as it's in my size, I will wear the costume in these streets. But no, she loves the beer. And we talked about it earlier. I was like, oh, I'm going to be on the BrewedAt podcast. She's like, oh, is that the Space Cadet guy? I'm like, yes, it's that guy. And it's so cool to see your beer all across the city. But
thank you.
Continue.
I saw. So this is not what I was talking about, but we were like hammered drunk at Monk's during CBC.
I'm always hammered drunk as well. Cheers to that. Come on. And like being like Gen Z guys that are out here in these streets drinking. Let's talk about it.
And I saw her husband at Monk's, and I just
He's awesome.
him, and I was, "Are you Marissa's husband?" She's like, "Yes, I'm sure."
Yeah, we love the confidence that beer can give us. Let's talk about that. Yeah.
But you were on there. Who's the owner of Joda?
Oh my God, I love that guy. Okay, so Brian.
So Brian, I've been telling. I live in the neighborhood. That's my favorite breakfast spot around here. I've been telling everyone that's called Gilda, and when people say Gilda, I correct them and say, no, it's not Gilda, it's Gilda.
You're wrong, but it's fine.
I know that. So I watched that episode and realized, like, holy shit.
Yeah, because there was a whole aspect of the episode of how it's pronounced. Oh my gosh, there's so much I could say about Gilda. I love that spot so much. I will go through my quick history with that specific location. Prior to it being Gilda, it was a place called Gerard at Gerard, whatever it was called. I used to love that breakfast spot. It was so good, but then it closed. And then one of the GMs that was at Gerard then opened Gilda in that exact same location, which I think is such a cool story, for Philly. And now Brian Mattera owns it. Amazing guy, keeping the menu going. It's one of the few Portuguese spots in Philly, which is also awesome. And one thing that he's done, which I actually love, is he's like gone all in on breakfast. To your point, that breakfast sandwich, the Antonio, right?
Yeah.
It's that Portuguese sausage. which is almost like think of like American breakfast sausage, but with a little bit more of an oomph to it.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying?
spice to it.
A little more spice to it, right? A little spicy. We love it. With like American cheese, a good fried egg, and then like a little breakfast sauce on that, John, too.
Bread is good.
The bread is amazing too because
Yeah.
the bread's made in house. But what's crazy too is like the breakfast sauce. It's like the same sauce you get if you were to go to like I don't want to say this, but like if you were to get a breakfast sandwich from McDonald's, it's like this almost like hollandaise-ish kind of sauce.
Yeah, fancy sauce.
A little fancy sauce, but it's like a hollandaise kind of sauce where it's like kind of like mayo, but it's not really mayo. It's like hollandaise, like whatever. On the sandwich too, it just completes it.
Yeah,
To the point where it's like best breakfast sandwich in the city.
Yeah.
For sure.
It won on your bracket, didn't it?
It did win on my bracket. Let's talk about the brackets right now. So I did these brackets. I had a breakfast sandwich bracket also, not just the cheesesteak bracket. We did the breakfast sandwiches too. And it won because like one thing with the Gilda sandwich is it's unpretentious. I think some breakfast sandwiches in the city are pretentious or they're just like doing, in my opinion, too much.
Yeah.
The Gilda sandwich is like your classic where you got your meat, your cheese, your egg, a little bit of sauce, really good bread, and that's it.
Yeah, it doesn't just look good on a picture. Like
Right.
you can enjoy that when you're super hungover and you know.
That's my hangover sandwich,
Yeah.
right? Like, just to be fully transparent for the podcast, like the last time I had it, I was violently hungover.
Yeah.
Mixing beverages between wine, beer, cocktails, liquor the night before, and I'm like, I cannot function the next day. And my I cannot function sandwich is not pretentious. Like, no offense to any other sandwich in the city. I don't necessarily want like a donut breakfast sandwich when I'm hungover. I don't necessarily want like, fancy focaccia or this or that. I want something that's greasy.
Yeah.
It's a classic and it hits all of those notes I want, like something salty, savory, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Greasy, like I said. And it's just like hitting the spot. Like that's what I want when I'm hungover.
Yeah, whenever I'm hungover, I go there or Soul Maze.
Soul Maze
is
is
like
good too.
classic like deli vibes, and it's great.
Another spot that I did not include on my bracket, and this is one, if you know, you know. If you watch the podcast, you now know as well. It's a place I gatekeep, right? So it's like I talk to people about this, right? There are places I do not put on Josh Eats Philly because like Josh Eats Philly has a lot of followers. Like, I want places that I gatekeep are like these are my spots. I don't want all those people that follow that account to know about these spots. A place I get breakfast sandwiches from, low key, is Honey Sit and Eat, which is right here in the neighborhood. It's awesome. And if you want a classic breakfast sandwich, they do it with this bacon that's this thick. It's like almost like pork belly. One of the best breakfast sandwiches in the city is from there. I did not put them onto my bracket at all because I'm like, that's when I'm gatekeeping, right? And it has this thick cut bacon. You can have your egg anyway. If you want just egg white, if you want fried egg, if you want scrambled egg, whatever you want. American cheese. On any roll you want. You can be a croissant. It could be brioche. It could be whatever you want. Or it can be on like a challah roll as well. That place is insanely good. I gatekeep it though. That's why it's not on the brackets, and it's a specialty for the podcast. If you want the actual best breakfast sandwich
I love
in
the
the city
name
that
too.
we'll talk
Like
about.
the name is just so funny to me. Honey Sit and Eat. Like, what do? You sit and you eat.
You sit and you eat and you get the heck out. Like, let's go. What's funny with Honey Sit and Eat, it used to be cash only. Now they take card. But it's one of those like hole in the wall neighborhood spots that's doing some of the best food, but everyone sleeps on it. And it's similar to Cellars, right? Where it's like these like OG breakfast spots, OG diners in the city that like people sleep on, right? But are so good. So my recommendation for you next time, because I know you're close-ish by, Honey Sit and Eat, try the bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. It's this thick cut bacon. It's so good. It will change your life. Get on the croissants here when you get it.
I will. No, croissant's definitely the move. That's the pro move.
Yeah, it's a pro move.
How do you stay skinny?
How do I stay skinny? Oh, let's talk about it. So the gym is my happy place. I am a avid member of City Fitness. Shout out to City Fitness. They're not paying me to say that, but I do love that gym.
It is a great gym.
It's a great gym, right?
Yeah.
They have in the past like offered for me to like have like partnerships or something, but I never wanted to like advertise where I go to the gym. There's some like, I'm not gonna do a partnership with them, whatever. But for the podcast, I will say City Fitness is great. It's awesome. I go there as much as I can, like 3 to 5 times a week, and it's great. So what I do is I go to the gym a lot, and then I also try to kind of low-key count calories, but not really. So it's something where
Conscious of it.
yeah, it's like consciousness. So today, for instance, today is May 4th, as we discussed. This is I've been to 3 restaurants today before coming here. But instead of me like eating like 1,000 calories each place, oh my gosh, it'd be crazy. I'm just eating a bite here and there. And one thing I've done with my videos, if you look, like I'm not showcasing like a 3-course meal anymore on all my videos. I used to, but I'm like, no. I'm getting like 1 or 2 really good items that the place is known for, and that's it. Like I'm not doing like, okay, let's eat 3,000 calories, or like, come with me to eat 3,000 calories at XYZ restaurant. It's like, no, here's a few things that were really good. And that's what I'm posting on my content. And it's helped me a lot because it's like, if you're eating appetizer, entree, dessert at every single place you go to, and let's say you go to 3 to 5 places a day, you'll be 5,000 pounds. It is what it is, right? I've been so much more conscious of that. And I think physical fitness is important. We're jumping into summer right now because it is May. And I'm like, I got to make sure like I've got my crap together, the beach body, right? And like I do eat, like I love to eat food. Like food is one of my passions, but I have to be so conscientious of like how much I'm eating and what I'm eating and when I'm eating the food, and also making sure I go to the gym constantly. So you will see me at the City Fitness. It's at Spring Garden in Front Street, or Spring Garden in Texas Street.
I've not been to that one yet.
It's awesome. One, right? It's the one with the pool.
Yeah.
If you go to that gym, you probably have seen me there. And I can say that openly because so many people there already know who I am.
Yeah.
People come and go, are you that guy from Instagram? I'm like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
This is my gym. I go there all the time.
Yeah.
I live there pretty much.
I have an insider question for you.
Insider.
Feeding Time Philly, Dave. Does he actually eat all the food? That dude looks like the hungriest dude on the internet.
Oh my gosh. Why are we talking about my guy Feeding Time? Yeah, so he and I go to dinner pretty often. We're good friends. We were actually supposed to go to dinner this week, but here I am at the podcast. I think we're supposed to go to dinner tonight, but like here I am.
We want to have him on too. I like him, but
he's a fun guy. So here's the thing, like, I mean, similar to me, a lot of times when you see a lot of food in a video, he's not the only one there.
Got it.
Sometimes I'm in the background, but y'all don't know that. You know?
Yeah.
And we're sharing it amongst like a group of friends where it's like, honestly, he and I are about to get together this weekend to do some stuff. TBD. Y'all might see it on the gram. We'll see. But it'll be a group of us with like 6 to 8 other people.
Yeah.
And we're sharing food amongst a big group.
Is it all influencers and like friends and stuff? No?
Friends, yeah. Like, I mean, one thing with Feeding Time and I is like, yes, we are influencers.
So you guys run in the same circle, just
there it is.
Doesn't really matter yet.
Mm-hmm. There it is. And also, like, I love to say this, not to be like weird, but like, I had friends before I was an influencer because like when I had started my account all these years ago, oh my gosh, I'm so old. I didn't see myself as an influencer. You know, I was just like, yeah, I'm doing this thing as a hobby, like whatever.
Yeah.
When I thought of the word influence, I'm thinking like Kim Kardashian. I'm thinking like people that are very cringe. And some influencers are still cringe. It is what it is, right? So yeah, fast forward all these years. My OGs, my A1s from day one were friends I've had since like elementary school, high school, college. And like, you know, you fast forward, you're in life together. And some of my friends are still like, you know, you're still doing that like Instagram thing? That's weird, right? And it's honestly, it keeps me humble because my friends will be the first to troll me about this whole like lifestyle that I have. And I think it's cool. I think it's great. So most of my friends are not influencers. And then for Dave, it's the same. Like Dave has his like OG friends from like high school and college. And we both joke about it. And because of that, like, you know, we'll bring our friends to different events or different things, and they're there for the free food. They will still trash and troll us while we're there, but it keeps us humble. And that's what it's all about.
That's funny. We a bunch of our friends are coming to all our beer events.
Exactly.
And all of that stuff. Yeah.
And they're like, what are you doing again? Don't ask questions. You know?
I was doing a tasting event this weekend. There was some kid from my high school that showed up. And he's like, how you doing? Like small talk.
The guys from high school still follow us. And it's like, okay, sir.
But I was standing there dressed up as an astronaut. And I'm like, I'm doing great.
You can see him doing great right now.
In public,
like,
not just up as an astronaut. It is. I'm doing great, but
Oh, yeah.
it was a funny situation.
It's wild though when you're in this world because a lot of people still don't understand it, which I love that for them. But you know, just one thing for all three of us, like we did not peak in high school. And that's all it's about, you know? Like our lives now are lives that we could have never imagined us having in high school, you know?
It's fun. It opens up a lot of doors. And a lot
It
of
does.
opportunities.
Well, also like low key. When we were all in high school 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it may have been, like this entire career path did not exist. Like, did you think you could be a full-time podcaster 10 years ago?
Yeah, when you ask kids now when they're growing up what
Yeah.
they want to be YouTubers. They want to be astronauts
I
or
know.
anything anymore.
Yeah, and I think I may have said this on my first like stint on the podcast. Like when I was on the podcast like 2 or 3 years ago, I had just spoken at Temple, which was cool. It was a great opportunity. Love it. Would love to speak there again. But I was speaking to the digital marketing class, and I remember just like having to pinch myself because I'm like, oh my God, kids are going to school for this now. And like 3 years ago, I'm still like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And now I'm speaking to a class saying, oh, this is a whole career path. You can make an income off of this.
Yeah, and when you were in school, like kids were like teachers were saying like,
Yeah.
this is a waste of time.
It's a waste of
Your
time.
Brain, and then
It was brain rot. I mean, it's still brain rot, but you can monetize the brain rot now. Like you couldn't really monetize it back then. So honestly, like the teachers weren't that far off.
You're saying
but they had no
rot,
vision.
but I know like that's kind of like self-demoralizing, but
Oh,
you said people are actually using it. Like businesses are using it. People are using it to get recommendations. It's brain rot. One aspect of it. It also
yeah.
is a useful tool that people use.
I agree. Like I'm very self-deprecating.
Well, you're from
the
Philly.
podcast already
Yes.
knows that. They've heard me. Like I will talk shit about myself all day long. Like I don't need other people to talk shit about me. I will talk shit about myself. Like let's go. But no, it's true. So years ago, like when we had started all of this, it was a hobby. And also like the photos, at least I was taking, were very bad. Like no one's gonna make money on a photo that's heavy sepia filter, not even centered correctly.
Yeah.
The angles are off. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And it was a hobby, right? But now it's like, no, there's value to what we do. No matter like how many followers you have, it's all about like how are you positioning the story, how are you telling the story. And I feel like especially with what you guys do such a good job of like cornering the story of like what is the craft brewery life and what is the craft brewer doing in the city right now.
Definitely. I think that we're over our time though.
What? I'm like midway through. Let's keep going. No.
I know it like flew. I mean, you have so much going on this summer, but
I do,
you already
yeah.
talked about the airport stuff. Is there other stuff that we can look out for you?
I mean, you'll see me
There's
everywhere.
a TV show that's going to come out, but we can't talk
There's a
about
TV
it.
show going on. No, you'll
After it comes out,
yeah,
put it
we'll
in.
do another episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, you'll see me everywhere. You'll see me in these streets. If you see me in these streets, say hi. I love everyone. Honestly, like I would love to say hi and connect with everyone. The thing I'm most excited for this summer is the fact that we will have people from all over the world here in the city, right? So like you will be able to experience cultures. You will be able to experience food. You will be able to experience dialects that you may not have experienced in the city before just by staying here and getting to know people and going to your local bar and saying hi to the people you see at the bar.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for that. And I think it's one of those things where...
And get to show off Philly to them.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to talk to people like, oh my God, I'm here for like the next 2 weeks. Where do I go? You tell them to go to Woodrow's. You tell them to go to Angelo's. You tell them to go to wherever.
Josh eats Philly for the summer.
I know. I will be at every bar. I will talk to everyone because I love talking to people, as you guys already know. And I'm just so excited for that. Like I want to like meet the random guy that's like, oh, I'm from Guatemala and it's my first time ever in the city of Philadelphia. Never expected myself to be here. What do I do? I'm like, okay, sir, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Here's what you can do in the weekend that you're here, or the 2 weeks that you're here.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for that conversation and to experience that in Philly.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you for coming on. This was a very fun episode that flew by. You gave out so many recommendations. I think a lot of places to hit up now. And then
I know I could do another hour if you guys are open to it.
we'll run it back. You'll be. How about this? You'll be our first 3-time guest.
Let's
We'll
make it
have you
happen.
on next.
We're gonna do like, have you ever seen SNL?
Yes.
We're gonna do the jacket at some point. I'm already thinking about that.
Come on, let's make it happen. I mean, there are several people that have been on SNL within the course of like 30 to 60 days back to back.
So
I'm here for it.
My sister-in-law just took over as publicist for SNL.
Come on.
So my brother is going to like all the shows. We just went like 4 or 5 weeks ago for Jack Black's.
Can I be your +1 at the next episode?
Well, here's the thing. We're right there, and then we have to go on stage afterwards. And she texted us midway through, but we had our phones off because SNL. Dua Lipa was sitting right behind us, and we didn't even realize.
Insane.
Yeah, SNL was very cool. It's just like it's just famous people, and like it's the live show. You're right there, so.
And then everyone assumes you're also famous if you're in the room.
Yeah, it was
like literally.
exciting. It was very exciting. Cool. All right. Well, with that, you can find us at the BrewedAt Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube.
5 stars, please.
5 stars.
5 stars only.
Let's
Great.
go. 5 stars only. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Sweet. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, that was a good episode.